Hello everyone, my name is Tournament King, and this is an interview I did with the captains of Blue Ball Boys, the captain of Team Gnar You Not Amused, the captain of Team Bob, as well as the captain from Team The Heathers for the January 28th, 2023 tournament. This interview is what I showed at the pregame show interview type thing, so this is already something you may have seen if you watched the live stream. But in case you didn't see it, you can feel free to go ahead and watch this to get to know a little bit about the players themselves. Or if you maybe want to rewatch it, then you can rewatch it here. Before I show the interview, I just want to give two quick disclaimers. One, BBB Llama's mic doesn't sound as good as it usually does. That's because I made an error while recording. He just sounds a bit robotic. You can still understand what he's saying. It's just his mic quality isn't as good as it actually is. It was 100% my fault, like I said, first time doing interviews. And second thing, just to clear up some stuff, BBB Llama and BBB Straightweed are playing on separate teams, even though they're usually on a team together underneath the Blue Bald Boys organization. They are separated. BBB Llama is still on Blue Bald Boys. BBB Straightweed is now playing on Team Bob. So they reference each other quite a bit because they are good friends. So hopefully that clears up some stuff. And HHZ, they sometimes mention, that's Hard Out Zone, a different team within the Tournament Kingdom server. So with that out of the way, here's the interview with BBB Llama, ASetOfNumbers, BBB Straightweed, and meggo. I hope you enjoy. If you were to ask every team captain in the Tournament Kingdom one question, what one question would you ask them?
Um, who is the worst player on your team?
So toxic.
And I don't want them to hold back. Like I want them to flame out of their team.
All right, I'm curious to see how other captains answer that question.
Oh yeah, and I actually know the answer, so I know what lane to camp.
I am here with BBB Llama, the jungler and captain of Team Blue Ball Boys, and he has been the team captain of Blue Ball Boys since they played their first tournament all the way back in May 2021. There might be people who watch this and might want to know who you are, so I'll start off with the first question. Who is BBB Llama?
Wow, who is BBB Llama? Yeah, so my name is Llama or James. I'm the jungler for the Blue Ball Boys. As an organization, we've been playing together for over a decade, and I think when we first heard about Tournament Kingdom, it was a fun way for us as a team to all get together. I've been playing League of Legends for over a decade myself since season 2, and played amateur. I'm also a part-time caster now as well, doing play-by-play and color casting for organizations like The Nameless, as well as Style Esports. So when I'm not on the Rift playing my own games, I love talking about the game, being involved in it as well. Yeah, just kind of been a product of League of Legends here for the last 10 years or more.
I am here with ASetOfNumbers, the AD carry and captain of Team Gnar You Not Amused. So there might be some people who watch this and might not know who you are, Numbers. So who is ASetOfNumbers?
So ASetOfNumbers started off with the idea. I was trying to come up with a name. Like, what name should I use for this game? I usually come up with like weird names. Like I'll do some sort of like weird phonetic conjugation that turns into something I like. Like Iodia or something like that. Some audio conjugation. But this time I'm like, nah, I want something different. Something different. It could be any name, could have something with maybe numbers in it. And I was like, oh, with numbers in it, ASetOfNumbers. That's how it came. Been playing tournaments, and there was times I was playing jungle. There's times I was playing ADC. But for the most part, whatever role I'm playing, I stick to Kog'Maw as much as I can. Play Kog'Maw top, play Kog'Maw jungle, play Kog'Maw ADC, play Kog'Maw mid lane. Kog'Maw everywhere.
Who is BBB Straightweed?
Well, I am just a good old regular league player. Started back in end of season 1 and still playing since now.
Wow, season 1?
Yes.
You're an OG. Dang, you are by far the oldest quote-unquote player I've talked to, I think.
Yep. Quite a bit of time now. 10 years? 11 years?
Dang. So I am here with meggo, the mid laner for the Heathers. Who is meggo?
meggo. I am a league player. I'm 28. I live in with my fiance, Dr. Phil, who is also on the team. I have been playing League for I think it's 10 years now. I started playing when it came out for Mac because I originally had a Mac. And yeah, I just play for fun now since I work most of the day. But I like to play right now with my friends. I mean, that's a really good way for me that I've made friends through this game. Yeah, that's just a little bit about me.
Do you do anything for League community? Like, do you make content? Do you cosplay? Do you ever host your own League events? Or are you just the casual League player?
Mostly just casual. When I first met Dr. Phil, actually, we met through a server that I helped I helped the owner out with some of their stuff with some of their tournaments. But right now, it's just casual, just playing to kind of spend time with some online friends.
So I know a little bit of the background about this, but do you do anything for League of Legends community? For example, do you make content? Do you cosplay? Do you host your own League events, etc.? Anything like that, or are you just a casual League player?
Well, I guess you know the answer to that. I like to make clips of gameplay from like my friends. Just remember the best moments of our gameplay. I just make them into montages and then put them on YouTube just so I can save them online somewhere.
So are you the main editor for BBB, like for the montages and all? Because Llama was talking about content stuff.
Yeah, we do a little bit of both. Well, like I make montages most of the time, and then James/Llama also kind of does his own stuff from time to time, but mainly it's all really about BBB stuff.
So what started you being part of Team Blue Ball Boys, and slash or how did you meet your teammates that formed Blue Ball Boys?
Yeah, Blue Ball Boys is quite the conglomerate of different kind of friend groups and Venn diagrams of social circles and kind of connected originally through League of Legends. Raushi, also known as Jason, also known as Antagonist or Mid Only, depending on when his name was changed, was one of the first people that I kind of knew through the league community. At least we started playing together in 2013, and through that he had some of his friends from high school at the time, and I had my friends from high school, and we kind of combined and had a server from there. From there is kind of just extensions of friends groups, inviting friends, and they play league and they run into somebody and, oh yeah, my friend plays or my older sibling plays or something like that, and that kind of grew out BBB. I don't even know. I think the name originally was one of Antagonist's names that he came up with, over 10 years ago. And even to this day, we're still, as a kind of a tight knit group of people, it's kind of still kind of been expanding and changing even to this day. And yeah, as kind of BBB, we like to be making some content too, some montages of different fun highlights. A lot of us are League of Legends players, but we also play a lot of other games like Rocket League, Fortnite, Apex, those kind of games as well. Left 4 Dead, So there's been some variety content in there too over the years we've been playing together, and so it's been a great organization. Just kind of have as a great social group as well. I call them really good friends, and I think they really are. So it's great to have kind of that community that we've built through BBB.
You certainly are probably the only team in this server that actually seems to have more of a real life connection than others. A lot of people are just online teammates. What started Team Gnar You Not Amused, and slash or how did you meet your teammates?
So the Tournament King does this nice thing where whenever a tournament pops in, if you don't have teams to start off, he can throw you in with some people. And Team Gnar You Not Amused, he just popped in there, and then we just popped off, I think we won like 3 tournaments in a row or something. It was 2 or 3.
I think you won.
Was it 2? Was it 3?
You've won 2 tournaments so far, yeah.
2. Oh, I guess
think
my hype made me say 3.
Yeah, it's understandable. You guys, I think, are the very first team, not just of the season, but I think in Tournament Kingdom history, of solo players to actually win a tournament. Most of the time that teams win, it's not a team full of free agents slash solo players. You guys are history in the making. Well, what started Team Bob, and slash or how did you meet your teammates?
I think we just wanted to have a lot of people playing this tournament, and I think we had more than 5, I believe. So we were like, oh, I guess we just make a separate team. And then I guess the players on the team, names are probably mostly very familiar. We got some of the new good old HEC boys. We got Alternative, Meg, We got a Potato. We got a new person. We got Sailor Moonshine joining us. A new addition. Great player. All around. Just here to have fun.
I like that. And how did you meet them? Did you just meet them through mutual friends, or are you close with any of them personally? Or
Well, hmm. The HAZ folks is mainly from Llama.
mm-hmm.
I believe it was last year or maybe even 2 years ago when Llama joined a semi-competitive team, and he was their starter jungler. Llama was the starting jungler for HAZ, and that's how we kind of met everyone on that side. We play games all the time with each other, not just League. So we kind of just know each other nowadays. We also met each other at Worlds last year, so that's great too.
How did you meet your teammates of the
Uh,
Heathers?
I met everyone. So, Dr. Phil actually, I took a really long break from League when I first moved to. I was, working, doing other stuff outside, and all the video games I played would just be like single player, story based games. And then Dr. Phil Connor, he told me he met some people that he thinks I would really like. And then, so I got on after, I mean, it had been like a year or two since I had played seriously. And I logged on to the Creamy Pie server, kind of met everyone. That's where I met, yeah, everyone is from the Creamy Pie server, which the only reason Connor knows about the Creamy Pie server is I think because he started playing tournaments with you. So yeah, I mean, it was just a really good, fun community. I'll say like, I don't really care about League, playing League too much. I feel like I care more about how I get to play with my friends. So yeah, meeting them was, I mean, awesome. Obviously, they're honestly, some of my best friends. I talk to them more than I talk to like my, I guess, IRL friends. So yeah, I met everyone through the Creamy Pie server.
Aw, heartwarming. Well, I guess, so I assume you found out about the Tournament Kingdom through Dr. Phil and Creamy Pie and all of them.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. They told me that, customs are on Tuesdays and Fridays, and I was like, yeah, I guess I'll play.
These next questions were personalized to each player themselves that only they could answer. It wasn't just a broad answer like, how did your team start? Now, the people watching this interview may not know the success that Blue Ball Boys has achieved within the Tournament Kingdom, but like I said, like 2 seconds ago, Team Blue Ball Boys played their first tournament in May 22nd, 2021, and they have won the most tournaments out of any team and are currently the rank 1 team in the server. And Llama, you personally are tied with Alternative / Marcel with the most wins as an individual player. So my question to you, Llama, is did you think Blue Ball Boys would be as dominant as you guys actually are, or was the level of success you and / or your team achieved far greater than you anticipated?
That's a great question. I don't think we came into Tournament Kingdom being like we're gonna come in and run the show here. And I think also over time tournaments have become more competitive, more successful. And also like as a team, as I mentioned, BBB was always a pretty casual social organization, with good group of friends that like to play games together is kind of the core creation of it. And so for us, it was a great tournament, kind of organized way to play some League of Legends against other teams. And yeah, and I think kind of right out the gate, we had a lot of success. I remember there's a tournament that we won where we all played off roles as well, because, I think it was like that level of competition wasn't as high as it kind of had been previously. And so it was kind of a fun social tournament for us to play in. And then I think as the competition increased, as our skill level did as well, it gave us the opportunity to really kind of show up and prove what we could do as an organization and as a team. And so we've had different rosters in and out of BBB, but ultimately we always show up trying to play our best. But it's not like we're scrimming and practicing a week or two before, trying to get the meta down and find our champion comforts. It's really we like to show up, have fun, and play. And I think it also translates into some success too.
Right. Since your name is a set of numbers, what is your favorite number and your least favorite number?
You see, I truly believe in equality among numbers. All numbers were created equal,
Mm-hmm.
and all numbers will in the end be equal.
I see.
They all are meant to determine something, and the set of numbers that is me is all and none simultaneous. There is no number that is not I, and there is no I that is not a number.
That is the true
Therefore,
a set
I
of numbers answer.
exactly am the in all sets of numbers.
Is the name BBB Straightweed? Is it a joke? Is it just a random name? Do you personally smoke that herb and that's what you're referencing? What's the meaning slash story behind your name?
Oh boy. Well, when I this username is kind of like it started off from GTA actually. I made like a Rockstar account. I was like, oh, I'm gonna make a new username. It's like, what's related to GTA? You know? Oh, let's just think weed. Okay, weed's most likely taken. I'm just thinking straight weed. We'll go with straight weed, and it worked out, and that's been my username for a lot of things since then. And no, I have never smoked weed before. So yeah,
Fair enough. Is it even legal where you're at?
it is.
If you were to open up a weed slash marijuana business, what would you call your business?
We'll just use my second username that I use quite often, or for my secondary accounts, Dankweed.
Dang. I'm gonna go grab some good kush from Stankweed, baby. All right, next question. As far as I am aware, you and Dr. Phil are the only teammates that are engaged, let alone in a relationship together. Do you think having a teammate that you're that close with causes more issues since you may not want to disappoint your fiance? Or does being with your significant other help you feel more comfortable and slash or play better?
I think if you have the right person, it's a good thing. Connor and I both aren't toxic to each other. I have played with people who are more toxic towards their partners or like just get really disappointed in them if they're doing something wrong. Um, I would say Connor and I both are understanding that neither of us are perfect at the game, and it also helped at least when we first started dating. We were both almost the exact same rank. I think we were both like gold 1, and so we both felt like pretty equal, like on equal ground. And yeah, just understanding each other, knowing each other's play styles. Connor's definitely a passive player. I'm more of an aggressive player, and so sometimes it doesn't always work when we go like bot lane together. So yeah, just if you have a healthy relationship, I would say it could be a good thing for the relationship.
Okay, but if you guys lose, you're gonna flame the crap out of him, right?
Yeah. It's his fault.
Okay.
Always blame the AD carry.
Oh no, no! You blame the jungle. Oh wait, never mind, never mind, never mind. I thought you were playing jungle. I forgot that you don't have the. You're not playing jungle this tournament.
I know, I'm kind of filling this time.
What are 3 words that you would use to describe your team?
3 words to describe my team. That's a good question. I definitely think social is a word that jumps to mind. You know, whether it's we're all playing games together or just hanging out or just chatting, like it feels like a really social team. You know, for whatever kind of games we're playing. I think we're all just passionate as well about the game, about playing, about communicating, about connecting. So I think there's passion that really shines through. Yeah, I think as kind of default of an answer as it is, but also just fun. It's a fun group to be around. It's a fun team to be playing on. Like I mentioned, we're not coming in with crazy high stakes, and of course, we're always looking to play our best. But we look to have fun on the Rift as well, and I think that kind of shines through. So I think those are some of the key words I'd use to describe kind of our organization.
So social, passionate, and fun would be the 3 words you'd use.
Social, passionate, fun. And that could be one sentence too. Just we are social, passionate, fun gamers.
Maybe a team name change coming up here soon.
It would be SPF.
Yeah.
SPF 30,
Dang, that would be something.
Yeah, I mean, hey, we're getting toward that age now. I feel like, once the first BBB member hits 30, we'll probably in the next year or two, we'll have to rename to SPF 30.
Jeez. Okay, I'm looking forward to that. That will be exciting. Huge plot twist in the Tournament Kingdom lore. What are 3 words that you'd use to describe your team?
Well, the original group that made Gnar You Not Amused, I always called them Team Solo Queue because we barely play together, but we always pop off, So we take that solo queue practice, we go into games and we won. But at this point, I think our jungler and our top laner changed, so that changes the dynamic a little bit. But for the most part, that still rings true.
So you would say that your three words are team, solo, and Q.
That's it.
What are 3 words you would use to describe your team?
Gay. Can I say that?
I mean, I guess if that's how you want to describe them as.
Gay. Yeah. Okay, that was the first one. I would say we fun. Like we like to play for fun. We're not really in it to go all the I mean, I would love to win, but you know, we're not expecting that. We know like there's a lot of really good people in the server. So fun. Let's see. I mean, supportive. I think we're all pretty none of us are toxic. I mean, that's another thing. I always like to play with people who are just like playing for fun. Even when we do try, you know, even if we do play ranked, none of us are gonna get mad at each other. Or if you do get mad, you take a break. You aren't just like yelling at each other. So yeah, supportive, fun, and gay.
All right. What are 3 words you would use to describe your team?
Damn, that's a good one. I would say fun will be a good word. Semi-competitive. And I will just say interesting.
Okay, why interesting? I get the other 2, but why interesting?
I feel like we got like a very diverse team that does very interesting like plays, gameplay, and just our personalities itself.
Okay.
A mishmash of everything.
Do you think BBB is better, or do you think Team Bob is better?
Well, I was told to say a couple words. Everybody is trash.
Whoa! Who told you to say that?
BBB Trader.
Oh, dang. You heard it here. Never mind, I'm keeping this all in. Okay, so this might be controversial. I got in an argument doing this with Bisexual Lion. He's the top laner for Stonks, but he will be playing top lane for a different team this tournament. But do you know what a
Okay.
tier list is?
A tier list?
Yes.
Yes.
So you know what S tier and F tier means, etc.
Yep.
I would like you to tune into my Discord live stream and let me know whenever you're on it.
What is this?
This this is a dessert tier list. I would like you, if you're willing, of course, to rate every single one of these desserts in order of whatever way you want. You can do alphabetically. You can do S tier first, A tier, and there's also never tried / allergic, so don't worry about it.
No, I'm glad you put that column for the never tried or allergic part, because that thing's gonna be big.
Oh yeah? Are you not a big dessert guy?
Not a big dessert guy, and I'm also lactose intolerant. So
Oh no. Okay. All right, well then we'll just go with what we can. Can you even eat
Like-
any of these, or is this irrelevant?
I'll probably still eat them, like, and just not just have a bad stomach ache and all, but that's it.
Do you like desserts?
I like meat more than I like desserts, but I do like desserts.
Okay. Let's redo that. Do you like desserts?
I love desserts.
Okay. This tier list made the video way too long, so what I'm going to do is show clips of the most controversial opinions based off of each other's tier lists. For example, there's one person that might have rated something A tier while another person might have rated something F tier, and I wanted to show the differences between tier lists, and I will also recap each player's tier list at the end of this segment.
Banana bread. This might be a hot take. I am gonna put banana bread D tier. I'm never gonna be reaching for banana bread. Even my fiance likes making it sometimes too, and I'll have a slice now and then. But even the best banana bread, I'm not a big fan of.
Banana bread from my grandma, definitely A.
Better or worse than pumpkin pie?
Now that's tough. That's tough. You're asking the real questions here.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put it just above.
Okay.
Banana bread. Not a fan of bananas in general, so I'll put that as a F.
Ooh.
Banana bread. A. I love banana bread.
Whoa, what is
It's not the best though.
Carrot cake. I'm gonna put with banana bread. You know, don't be trying to put your fruits and vegetables in names of desserts. You know, like get out of here with that.
Carrot cake, bottom of A.
Carrot cake. I do like carrot cake. B. It can be in between bubble tea and bun cake.
Not a fan of carrots. Same tier as the bananas. Cheesecake is that's a never eat kind of thing.
Yeah, that would make sense.
And then
Okay.
French crepe, bro. A plus.
You're
No,
looking at
no.
sections that are
From my French teacher, put that in S. Like in bottom of S. Bottom of S.
Where's French crepe? I'm so lost.
A French crepe in
Oh,
the
right
far
here.
right. Yeah.
said
Bottom of S. Yep.
Bottom of S. Okay, we're evolving.
And then Sunday's got to add. To,
no more.
have
This
ice
is gonna get
cream.
too confusing. And plus
Okay,
Sunday, you have
so
ice
last
cream
one.
and ice cream cake. I didn't think there was any point in putting
Yeah, but
Sunday.
I don't know
up
why
here.
there's the Sunday down here. Come on.
Hey,
Everyone loves
look,
Sunday.
this list is wacky. Okay, somewhere in it has cheese in this list.
Cheese. I love cheese.
No,
S+.
it's not a dessert.
Gingerbread's F tier. Again, you're putting your herbs and spices in these kind of things. Not a gingerbread guy.
Gingerbread and C. No, it. Put up an F. F.
Okay, that took a large jump.
I have not enjoyed a single gingerbread I've ever had.
Gingerbread. D.
Bottom.
Nice. Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, above the Danishes.
Okay.
Gingerbread? F. I don't like it. Gingerbread. It's too crunchy.
Egg tarts. Put that down.
What do you mean?
Egg tarts right there.
Yeah.
Get that in that list.
Seriously? Where do you want it?
Put that in S.
S?
Right after the bubble tea. Yes.
Wow. After? Wait, before or after?
After.
What?
I like it.
Dang, I've never had them, but the person I was talking to that has tried them said it was one of the worst desserts they've ever had.
That. I like egg tarts.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not a pecan pie guy. I'm gonna go D tier above Jello. And same with pumpkin pie. I know I'm gonna hate a lot of people with this, this response. I'm gonna say above pecan, but apple definitely is gonna be the choice. But again, stop putting your fruits and vegetables in my desserts.
Gonna put pumpkin pie in A ring.
Okay.
Pecan in B.
Pecan pie. Let's put that in never. I never had that. Pumpkin pie goes for F.
Wow. Lowest?
You can already tell, well, like that whole F section is just like banana, carrots, and pumpkins. Nope.
Pecan pie. Pecan pie is actually my favorite pie, even though I don't really like pie, but I'm still gonna put it on the B tier, right above popsicles. Pumpkin pie? F. Absolutely disgusting. I do not like pumpkin pie.
S'mores are so niche, and I think they're like a high C. I'm gonna say above baklava, top of C tier.
Oh, above baklava. Okay.
Yeah, above, yeah, very top there.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
S'mores, the bottom of A.
S'mores. I don't really like eating s'mores either. Let's put that above the Rice Krispies.
Okay.
S'mores, C. In front of caramel.
And that's all of them. So, looking over this list, are you satisfied, or is there something that you want to rearrange?
Ooh, let's see. I like my S. I think my S tier is pretty good. Yeah. D tier. I'm not feeling bad about this. Let's push Jello down to F tier. Honestly, Jello and gingerbread can get out of here. I think it's better than gingerbread though.
Okay.
But yeah. Oh yeah. I don't feel bad at all about my D tier. And then yeah. I mean, I think this is pretty good. I think this is a pretty good tier list.
Okay. What do you think the other captains that will do this tier list maker thing will say about your tier list if they see it? Do you think they would agree? Do you think they would disagree?
The thing is, I'm so biased like an apple crumble, because of my history. Others might not put it that high and be like, really, apple crumble's the best thing on this list. I might get some hate for that. Beyond that, if anyone puts like Jello or gingerbread above C tier, we can fight. So
We'll do it on
I
the
don't.
Rift.
Yeah, we'll do it on the Rift for sure. Like, there's no way Jello and gingerbread should be any higher than C tier.
Jello is a solid, I think, B.
Jello/jelly is pretty good. I'm gonna give it B.
So BBB Llama's final tier list that he's locking in, excluding the never tried / allergic, is gingerbread, jello/jelly, pecan pie, pumpkin pie, carrot cake, banana bread, cream puffs, chocolate muffins, baklava, eclairs, caramel, bundt cake, pound cake, red velvet, s'mores, angel food cake, Rice Krispie treats, frozen yogurt, creme brulee, truffles, donuts, cake pops, New York cheesecake, muffins, lemon squares, popsicles, danishes, ice cream, sorbet, churros, ice cream cake, brownies, chocolate chip cookies, bubble tea, lava cake, cinnamon rolls, and his favorite dessert is apple crumble. Are you satisfied, Llama?
Yeah, I'm feeling good.
F tier gingerbread, far away from everything else. B tier, yeah, in order from least favorite to favorite, although you said B tier doesn't really matter. Pecan pie, Rice Krispie treats, macarons, I think that's called. I can't remember. Popsicles, apple crumble, jello/jelly, cream puffs, and A tier, you have cream puffs, carrot cake, s'mores, caramel, bundt cake, donuts, mousse, marble cake, lemon squares, cinnamon rolls, lava cake, angel food cake, pumpkin pie, banana bread, frozen yogurt, ice cream, red velvet cake, bread pudding, and then S rank, your top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Your top 8 is crepes, which was not original on the list, but we'll go with it. Muffins, danishes, New York cheesecake, ice cream cake, chocolate chip cookies, brownies, and chocolate muffins is your favorite dessert. You
Nailed
agree?
it.
Nice. So excluding the never tried / allergic, your least favorite desserts to most favorite is pumpkin pie, carrot cake, banana bread, Rice Krispie treats, s'mores, jello, danishes, gingerbread, creme brulee, cream puffs, popsicles, angel food cake, eclairs, muffins, chocolate muffins, mochi, donuts, chocolate chip cookies, caramel, frozen yogurt, brownies, marble cake, cinnamon rolls, lava cake, apple crumble, sorbet, bubble tea, and egg tarts. Is this
Put the egg tarts third on the list.
okay?
Sorbet is like, you know the reasoning for sorbet. There's very little milk in sorbet. So.
Yeah, I figured. So this is the final list? This is what you would send
Yeah,
out?
I would say so.
Is there anything on here that you want to rearrange?
Let me look. No, I'm confident.
All right. So Meggo's tier list from worst dessert to best, excluding the never tried / allergic. Pound cake, pumpkin pie, gingerbread, danishes, Rice Krispie treats, ice cream cake, angel food cake, caramel, s'mores, apple crumble, truffles, bread pudding, churros, sorbet, eclairs, jello/jelly, popsicles, pecan pie, bundt cake, carrot cake, creme brulee, bubble tea, red velvet cake, chocolate muffins, mousse, frozen yogurt, mochi, banana bread, ice kasang, donuts, cinnamon rolls, lava cake, lemon squares, mango sticky rice, brownies, chocolate chip cookies, New York cheesecake, or ice cream is the best dessert in her opinion. What would you say is your best ice cream, or your favorite ice cream flavor, I should say?
I like cookie dough.
Cookie dough? Dang, okay,
Yes.
that makes sense. All right, I like it. Okay. Well, thank you for filling that out. Hopefully that didn't make you too upset, or other people's results of the tier list doesn't make you too upset.
I'm gonna get upset.
Uh-oh. And now, back to the real questions. Now, a few more questions.
Yeah.
What is something that you are personally proud of but never get the opportunity to talk about?
Ooh, good question. Personally proud of. I mean, yeah, it's kind of a humble brag here, but I think, where I'm at now, just like career wise, and, I'm a full time high school teacher. I recently bought my first house last summer. I think that was a big accomplishment. Both my fiance and I guess she was my girlfriend when we purchased the house. Like, we were at the point where, like, wow, we can actually like buy a home that we can live in. And, it's in my hometown. And so it's sort of like having a space that's, ours. And I mean, that's kind of a big investment. But the fact we're doing it, we feel like real adults. So, it's kind of like a little bit of a humble brag there too, I think, but definitely something I'm really proud of to just have, be a homeowner and have a space that's mine. And yeah, it's definitely kind of was a big part for me.
What is something that you personally are proud of but never get the opportunity to talk about?
um I am proud of this, but it's a little silly.
Mhm.
I am the #1 player in the world in Roblox game Territory Conquest. I used to play it a ton, and I was far better than everyone else, and I was known in the community for being the best. And people, I even got someone that wrote me a prayer of how my greatness. That's I'm proud of that, but at the end of the day, it's just a Roblox strategy.
Dang, but you're the best at it.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm a little rusty nowadays, but
Dude, you need to bring it back.
start doing territory conquest tournaments.
Yeah. What is something that you are personally proud of, but never get the opportunity to talk about?
Mm, shout out to the boys, I guess.
Shout out to the boys. You're proud of the boys?
Friends are great. Everyone's always here to have a good time. So shout outs to all the friends and the boys.
What is something that you're personally proud of, but never get the opportunity to talk about?
It's just where I like brag.
If you want, something you're proud of, but
it
never get
doesn't
the
have to.
opportunity to talk about.
It doesn't have to do with League, or it doesn't have to.
Anything in life.
This is just like at the front of my brain, because I was kind of going back to school like last year, doing some science courses, and I would say what I was proud of is when I was in undergrad, I was like always in the humanities. Like I was an English major, German major, philosophy minor. And so I was always like that, using that part of my brain. So then I went back to school because I kind of wanted to go into the medical field. And so I had to take all these core classes like chemistry, OChem, biology, anatomy, and physiology. And I had a 4.0, which I feel like I'm proud of because I never thought I was a science person. I always thought I was like an English literature type of person. And so it kind of showed that like I could do both. Like if I want to be more sciencey, if I want to pursue something in the sciences, I can still do well in it. So yeah, I was proud of that I was able to kind of like prove to myself that I can do it.
And the next question is, if the Tournament Kingdom were to host tournaments in other games, what would be your top 3 games that you would want to compete in?
Ooh, I think a Fall Guys tournament would be really fun.
Okay.
Do like a custom Fall Guys. I think a chess tournament. Like do like bracket system, some kind of like big chess tourney.
Mm-hmm.
I'd really enjoy. And then I think TFT tournament. Stay in the Riot realm. I know BBB's got a couple of great double up players, and so running like, in teams of 2 for like a TFT double up tournament, that would be fun.
So you would say that's best to worst or worst to best between Fall Guys, chess, TFT tournament?
I think it'd go TFT, Fall Guys, then chess. 1, 2, 3.
What would be your top 3 games that you would want to compete in?
Gotta go to my Congregate profile. I gotta find it. I'm not gonna say a shooter game because I'm really bad at every shooter game. Oh, Shell Shock Live. That's what it was called.
Shell Shock Live?
Yes.
So is that all you got, or are you trying to think of more?
I think for now.
Shell Shock Live. It's extra special because it's the only one. What would be your top 3 games that you would want to compete in?
I mean, I play almost every kind of genre, so some racing will be interesting, but that's hard to like coordinate.
What type of racing? Like Need for Speed, Mario Kart?
I would play a good chunk of like Forza and stuff. I'm just gonna say it's just for the fun of it.
Okay.
A civilization tournament.
Oh. All right. And then you have one more game to choose.
Let's bring back the OG game, CS:GO.
CS:GO. Okay, so you said Forza, Civilization, CS:GO. Would it be in that order from best to worst, or would you rearrange it as your top 3?
I'll put Civilization and then Forza and then CS:GO.
Okay. Those are 3 completely different games.
I told you I play a lot of different type of genres. So it's literally 3 different genres.
What would be your top 3 games that you would want to compete in?
I would say Overwatch would be fun. Smash Brothers would be fun.
Which one?
The most recent one, probably. Well, okay, I like
Ultimate?
Melee. But I don't actually own that, so I would probably have to do Ultimate.
Well, I think we would need to do it on the end, like emulator or something if we're doing it
Oh,
online.
okay.
So you could probably, I think it's free, but I could be wrong. But we'll just put Super Smash Brothers as a series.
I don't know. Among Us would be fun. I don't know how you could do that, but I don't know, like points every time you win as the imposter or win as the crew. Or a drawing game. I don't know.
A Scriblio tournament?
Yes.
I actually tried to organize one of those before, but there wasn't enough interest. So your top 3 in order from most want to least want, you can rearrange it if you want, but is Overwatch, Smash Brothers, and Among Us, you would say?
Yes.
Would you rearrange those or keep them as Overwatch
No,
as
I
your
keep
best?
it.
Okay. If you were to ask every team captain in the Tournament Kingdom one question, what one question would you ask them?
Who is the worst player on your team?
That's so toxic.
And I don't want them to hold back. Like I want them to flame out of their team.
All right, well then I'm gonna ask you, who do you think is the worst player on your team? Because you're gonna have to answer it now. Because plan on
that's
asking.
valid. Well, let me look. I don't even remember what my starting roster is right now because we have so many players playing. Well, when I'm looking at our BBB roster, we're throwing back to some old school BBB back when we were playing a lot of Tier 1 clashes. And our top laner, BBB question mark. This guy, I don't think has touched League of Legends in maybe months at this point. So he's definitely going to be coming out maybe a little bit more rusty. Potentially some champ pool issues and what he's feeling comfortable on. So I think question mark on our top lane is going to be the weak link this weekend.
All right, I'm curious to see how other captains answer that question.
Oh yeah, and I actually know the answer, so I know what lane to camp.
Who is the worst player on your team? And he specifically said, and I quote, and I do not want them to hold back. I want them to flame the beep out of their team.
I'd say partially I die way too much, and I never have any idea why I die. I just do it. I make the plays, it either works, doesn't work, and then I die a lot. But I would say, my support's computer, I think he's getting a better one for the next tournament, so we'll see how it works. But it has random lag where like he just like the screen will like freeze and stuff like that, and then like he'll like be stuck like with the last action he did, and he'll just die or like walk into the enemy or all sorts of weird stuff.
Oh no.
And he doesn't play the game a lot, so it's just a funny combination of the two where like sometimes like just really dumb stuff will happen.
Oh no. So your support. I appreciate the honesty.
Half support, half because I int a lot. I get my teammates killed all the time.
Who is the worst player on your team? And he said, and I quote, I do not want them to hold back. I want them to flame out of their team. So who is the worst player on your team?
Why does it sound like something Llama would say?
Who is the worst player on your team? And I don't want them to hold back. Like I want them to flame out of their team.
I don't know, man.
Trying to keep it anonymous here.
I want to try and keep everything anonymous.
Worst player. Let's go with me.
You have to go with you?
Yeah.
Why are you the worst player?
I would say it's really just because I don't play anything specific. If I was to focus on something like one role or anything, I probably could get much better at that one role. But playing everything, filling for everything doesn't really help improve my skills. Well, it does, but at a much slower pace.
So the first captain I interviewed, his question for all team captains is, who is the worst player on your team?
Oh
and he
God.
said, and I quote, I do not want them to hold back. I want them to flame the out of their team.
Oh my God. The worst person on our team is me, because everyone else is really good. And yeah, that's it.
I feel like you're lying, but okay.
Maybe.
Well, if you were to ask every team captain in the Tournament Kingdom one question, what one question would you ask them?
Win or don't lose.
Okay. And what would your answer to that question be?
I say win because I go big or go home. You know, I go for fancy plays. If they work or not, you know.
Yeah, I respect it. And the second question that a captain wanted to ask other captains is, do you try to win or do you try not to lose?
To win. To
To
win.
win. The second question that a different captain, completely different captain asked is, do you try to win or do you try not to lose?
I think we try to win. And I think it can be helpful though to have that mentality, trying not to lose. But I think this is in regards to League, right?
He didn't specify, but I would
Okay.
assume it's based off of League.
Yeah, we try to win. I mean, it depends also against, I guess, who you're going against. If I'm like against a diamond in lane, then I'm just trying not to lose my lane. But yeah, we go for it. We do some ballsy plays.
I'll ask you this question. If you, BBB Straightweed, were to ask every team captain in the Tournament Kingdom one question, what one question would you ask them?
Where are you getting your enjoyment?
Where do I get my enjoyment? My dog. This is in order. My dog, my fiance, and then my friends. Just that, I'm kind of being sarcastic, but my dog is kind of like my baby. So
So you hate your friends, is what you're trying to say?
yeah, uh-huh.
If you were to ask every team captain in the Tournament Kingdom one question, what one question would you ask them?
I'd ask them why they continue to play League, because I think we all get really frustrated with the game. And probably have quit at a time, but why do you keep going?
Okay. So then I'm going to ask the question you just asked. Are you
Myself.
continuing to play League of Legends?
Only for the friends. I feel like I mean, okay, League, I feel like I'm trashing League a lot. League is fun, but I hardly ever play by myself. I don't play ranked anymore because I just don't even want to deal with it. It's just, I feel like it was just not good for my mental health. I would just get so angry. But yeah, I feel like I continue to play because it's we have a good community. So I feel like I don't know. It's fun to play with your friends.
Final question, okay? And
Mhm.
take your time to answer this because I feel like this is probably one of the more important questions, in my opinion.
Okay.
Okay. So there might be some people, as I said at the beginning, that are watching the stream slash video having no idea who you are, who Blue Ball Boys is. Heck, maybe not even know who I am. So my question is for the people who have no idea who they should root for, why should a viewer root for Team Blue Ball Boys in the tournament?
I think teams should root for BBB because we have the best organization present in Tournament Kingdom. We got a group that is committed, passionate, funny. We like to think so, at least. We make content. So if you want to watch more of BBB, there are 17 BBB montages on YouTube you can find. So if you want a reason to follow us, learn more about us, check out the BBB montages here because you can find so much about who we are, what we like to do, and I mean our content team is popping off.
So my question is for the people who have no idea who they should root for, why should a viewer root for Team Gnar You Not Amused in the tournament?
I'm not gonna give the answer I'm thinking of because you know what our abbreviation is, right? Whenever we're in a game, no matter if we're winning or losing, like we keep it where we're all having fun, we're all having a good time, you know. And I think that kind of is important because even when we have our losses, I think the first if I remember right, the first tournament we won was because I think we lost, I think, round 1. And then, we picked that back up. We just had a great time. Played, I think we had to play like 8 games in a row or something because losers bracket. We had to fight like everyone. And then we popped back into finals, and I think we hold the reverse sweep. I think what makes us what we are and why we should, you should root for us is because we're untiltable. Even if we tilt, we'll come back. We'll have fun. We'll have a great time.
Why should a viewer root for Team the Heathers in the tournament?
I would say, if you want to support the LGBTQ community, we have 2 players. Normally it's more. Normally Josh is the team captain, but we've got LGBTQ players. We've got a female. So if you're wanting, I'm being serious. If you want to support, the women in esports, the gays in esports. But I mean, honestly, I think we just try to play for fun. We're definitely like an underdog. We're not. I think the Heathers technically have maybe won once, but I wasn't on the team.
They
Yeah.
have.
If you like rooting for the underdog and you like supporting, those causes, then we're your team.
And if you don't root for us, you're homophobic and
Yes.
sexist.
Yeah.
Why should a viewer root for Team Bob in the tournament?
Well, to be fair, just root for whoever you want. Our team, we're just here to have fun. We got the Straightweed as captain, I guess. So, and Team Bob, the name. When was the first time you ever met a Bob? Think about that.
Probably whenever I was really into building.
Oh boy, yes.
All right.
Can we do it? I don't know. Can we do it?
I think you can. Only time will tell. Find out this Saturday. All right. Any last words? Anything you want to say to the world before I end the recording?
Well, I'd say thank you for doing the interview.
Thank you for joining.
And like BBB Trados said, I was just ending it off with everybody's trash.
Okay. And cut.